Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty.
Welcome to Treasure Coast Community Health. We have 8 locations to serve you better. Our staff is dedicated to help you and your family. Here's your host, Vicki Soule.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Community Conversations. As you know, every week we come together with different guests to tell you about things that are going on in this fantastic place that we live. Sometimes it's about things that Treasure Coast is intimately involved in. Sometimes it's things that we feel would benefit you as our patients or potential patients. Sometimes it's just good news of things that are going around the community. So this week I've got with me, as we're coming up to the Great Duck Derby, Dennis Bartholomew and Colleen Heid, to tell us what's moving forward. And Dennis, you've brought a guest with you.
I brought a guest. This guest is from this is from Mel Fisher's Treasure Museum. And you can see she has a little treasure coin on her.
Yeah.
And this duck, we do the decorated duck stuff, and many of my sponsors will decorate a duck and put a gift with it. This year, this duck comes with an actual treasure coin from Mel Fisher's and a few other items that they've put in the bag. So if you come to our Duck Derby, October 23rd at Captain Hiram's, you can bid on this duck and win the duck and the treasure coin and the other items that go with it from Mel Fisher's. So
now, I know there's a lot of peacocks that live up in the Sebastian area. I hope that we don't have one bald one up there.
I thought the same thing when I saw this, when I went to pick it up. It was like, are those
beautiful.
Real?
They look real. They are real.
Yeah.
But they probably shed like dogs do, right? So
let's hope.
Let's hope. And Colette, you have another decorated duck.
I have a little friend here. Let me bring him up. This one is from
John Matthews.
John Matthews, the jeweler in town, and he too has decorated a duck. And as you can see, she's got a beautiful blue necklace.
Yeah.
And she comes with a necklace too.
She comes with a necklace. Ooh, cool. So she's got a very nice little chapeau going on here. And hopefully you'll come out to the Duck Derby and see this young lady as she dances across the stage for you.
You might have to outbid Colette on that one.
I don't know. I kind of like her. Yeah, I'm adopting her.
So I'll bet she goes for more than the $5 ducks that are going in the water, right?
She definitely
so.
will.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, we hope so anyway, because that's another way that we help raise money for the services we provide is by providing the auctions. So we have probably about 15 decorated ducks that are coming with gifts. So if you bid on the duck, you don't just get the duck, you get the gift that goes with it. And so there are plenty of those stays at the Vero Beach Hotel and gift certificates to restaurants in town and a number of other things. So
a lot of generous sponsors around town that help us with this fundraising.
Especially now that it's our 10th anniversary.
Yes.
10 years. 10 years.
So I have a question. The Artists Guild also helped us with decorating some ducks, and then they had them on their Friday stroll.
Yes.
They didn't know that I was there, so they told me all about it. It was really nice. Did those ducks get auctioned off, or will they be coming to Captain Hiram's?
The auction is ongoing at the Vero Beach Art Club. You can go in, and there are bid sheets there to sign an auction, so you just fill in your name, and they started out at a minimum bid of $25, and they are fantastic.
They are.
They are fantastic. I mean, I should have brought one of those, but I didn't want to pull it out of the window of the art club. But they are just really very creative, very well done, beautifully decorated ducks. If we don't sell there, they don't get auctioned off and somebody wants to take it home immediately, I'll probably bring them to the Duck Derby, so they'll probably be there as well. Set up as their own auction.
Okay.
Very nice, though. They're very beautiful.
Well, and they're very unique. There were a couple that were variations on the one Colette has.
Yes.
Okay. The one that I got such a chuckle out of was the one that actually had legs and real duck feet. Well, not real, but real looking duck feet. She was going to the beach, so she had her beach thing and all outfitted, complete to the tail. It was so cute. And then there was a ski duck.
The ski duck?
The ski duck. Oh, my gosh.
I know. What work went into that?
Yes.
And Captain Duck Sparrow.
Yes.
Very, very cool. I've bid on 3 or 4 of those ducks.
So if you haven't been by the Artists Guild on 14th Avenue, which particular one, the Galleria, is that where
it's the Vero Beach Art Club. It's right next to Taco Dive as you go down on 14th Avenue. So it's right there next to the one on the corner. But very, very beautiful,
so
very
they'll be
creative.
there until October 22nd at least.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Unless they get auctioned and go home.
Yes. One lady came in, and one of the ducks is decorated as a duck painting, a painting of a duck. And a lady came in and wanted to buy the painting of the duck, but not the whole duck. And the people there said, you can't just buy the painting off. You got to bid on the whole thing, right? So I think she did. I think she bid on the whole.
Yeah, I didn't see a painting of a duck.
Yeah, it was kind of off on its own little, because it's so big. It's a big display, It's got a duck and an easel and a painting and a thing and brushes and. Anyway,
and some of our centers, all of our centers, I guess, are now competing for an internal contest.
Absolutely.
And where will those ducks be? Will they be part of our auction
I think I'm going to let the centers keep those this year. So they'll start their own collection of their own ducks going forward.
But actually, what will happen is all of the photos of the ducks from each center will be on Facebook.
Okay.
And anyone can go on Facebook and vote for their favorite duck. And these centers are actually in competition with one another to see who gets the most shares and then again the most votes. Yes.
And then the winner of that contest will get a prize. The whole staff at that center will get a surprise. So.
Well, we did that last year. It got to be rather cutthroat.
Yes, it was. Last year,
a lot of enthusiasm is what I meant.
Duck won last year. So we'll have to see what happens this year. But the employees really get into it. They plan it as a team. I know at least at my center at 787, they planned it as a team, and they've got a killer display going. It's in the lobby right now, and they're just waiting for the opportunity to say, okay, share our duck, like our duck, because they've got a whole campaign geared up.
So let's talk about where the money for these ducks go, Dennis.
It goes to provide services to everyone who comes to. Normally we will pick somebody we like. A few years ago we had women's health and we had children's health. But with the way things have been going with the inflation and the cost of healthcare and everything, so many people are coming to us who can't afford the care that they need. So this year we're spreading the money across the board. Anybody, it's going to be spread out throughout our services that we provide. So every dollar will get spent on somebody helping provide a service to somebody in need. So if you happen to be out in the community and you see these little brochures, pick one up. You could either go online with the QR code and adopt a duck, or you can open it up and inside here is an envelope and a way to adopt a duck and stick your donation or your adoption paper and the money for the adoption in this envelope and send it to me at TCCH. And we will get it and apply that money towards people in need. So.
And I know that there's a lot of inflation, a lot of hands out right now, particularly to help those on the West Coast or in Central Florida. So there's a part of me that says, gee, timing is everything, and this isn't the best timing. But the reality is that we see people all year long, and the need only seems to get greater. Last year, we saw close to 28,000 unduplicated individuals, and we are no less than that expected this year, probably a couple thousand more. So anything that you all can do to help us help others within our own community is really, really appreciated. And we have fun as well.
We do. And you're right, where everybody is reaching out to help the people on the West Coast. And we certainly, that's a wonderful way to help people is by donating money. But donating just a few bucks here at home, one Starbucks is probably the cost of putting a duck in the duck. And you could win $1,000. And 3 prizes, $1,000, $500, and $250. And so you have a chance of winning better than the lottery, and $5, and you can help somebody get a service that they need.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as I drove over to the studio today, because we're close to the movie theater, and movies are $10 to $15. I was going, oh, that's 2 to 3 ducks, and we're there for more than 3 hours for entertainment. Yes. We have a band coming again.
Yes, we have Johnny and the Blaze, and we have games for children. I have a face painter coming this year. We're going to have several things to keep people occupied and try to win prizes while you're there that day.
And we have 50-50 traditionally.
And the 50-50.
So that helps.
Yeah.
Okay. Put
And
a
then the
buck
big
in
duck
and-
race.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't miss that.
Can't miss the duck race.
So we're all praying that we have a great
Good weather.
wind less, rain less weather, because there's no rain date for this.
There is no rain date.
Rain or shine, we do this.
That's right.
Okay. Just like the ducks.
That's
Right?
right.
Yeah. So what have you got next to you? Is that merchandise for sale that
This
they
is
can get?
merchandise for sale. We do have merchandise for sale, and this is my duck hat. And this is a very popular item.
It is.
I've ordered extra ones of these this year because last year I sold out of duck hats. So we have a number of things. We have necklaces and sunglasses and duck hats and aprons
duck sounds.
and duck quackers.
No, I guess that's
right.
not a duck, is it?
It's close.
Quack, quack. Okay.
And I tell kids when they come up to me, they say, "Does that quack?" And I say, "Yes. If you really want to annoy your parents,
Buy
get
one."
one of these." And they go, "Okay."
Well, and last year you had a little electronic thing that was racing around in the sand around parents' ankles. I thought that was pretty
Our
clever
remote control
too.
duck,
Yes.
created by our sponsor Dyer Chevy, and they are making 2 of those for me this year. So we will have 2 ducks and cones set up, and you can race your duck car, whatever you want to call
Wonderful.
it, through the cones and win a prize if you do it in so many seconds.
Lots of cool things planned.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll share more information. Thank you. Treasure Coast Community Health in-house pharmacies have the lowest prices in Indian River County, even lower than big box pharmacies. Taking your medication as prescribed leads to better health. Affordable medicine makes it easier. Treasure Coast Community Health patients can pick up medicine as they leave the office or use free delivery and mail order services. Pharmacists are always available to answer questions. Switch to TCCH pharmacies. Save money, stay healthy. 772-257-8224 and ask about our price match.
I love that I can sit in my car and wait for my appointment to renew my driver's license. No more lines, no hassle. Hey, I made my appointment online and it's going to alert me when it's my turn. Gotta go.
Hello, I'm Carol Jean Jordan, your tax collector here in Indian River County. To help you get in and out faster, we are introducing our new customer service system. Here, you can make appointments, check in remotely, or choose to wait in your car or in our lobbies. You can access this system through our website, irctax.com, and we look forward to seeing you.
Don't miss the Sebastian Clam Bake, November 4th, 5th, and 6th. The Sebastian Clam Bake, known for high-quality food like linguine with clam sauce, succulent shrimp, clam chowders, steamed clams, and traditional festival food. Plus, historical reenactments, a kid zone, and some of the area's best bands, demonstrations, and vendor booths. Take a stroll by the river, enjoy fresh seafood. Admission is free. The Sebastian Clam Bake, November 4th, 5th, and 6th, by the river, next to Riverview Park. Details at sebastianclambake.net. Don Baker, a blind young man, moved into his own apartment against the wishes of his overprotective mother. Jill Tanner, the free-thinking woman next door, takes a liking to him and his spotless apartment. As they begin a closer relationship, Don's mother enters to help her son navigate his new life. Butterflies Are Free is a funny, touching, and emotional play about the risks that go with loving someone. Don't miss Butterflies Are Free, October 25th through November 13th at Riverside Theater. Get tickets at riversidetheater.com.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. If you're just joining us, my name is Vicki Soule. I'm the CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health. And if you're new to town, you might not realize that Treasure Coast Community Health is like a private practice, only supersized. We try to make sure everything is as convenient and as easy as possible by breaking down barriers of cost, access. Access is a big one because we know that it's difficult sometimes for transportation or for the hours. So we have early and extended hours. We do have all of our sites are on local bus routes, as well as we help you coordinate with Medicaid transportation. And oh, by the way, we do take more than Medicaid. We take not only Medicare, but Florida, Aetna, Cigna, United Healthcare, Freedom, a lot of the Medicare Advantage plans. So do yourself a favor if you don't have a primary care provider yet, whether it's medical, dental, behavioral health, give us a call at 257-8224. Again, that's 257-TCCH. And today I have two of my TCCH folks here, and we're talking about our annual fundraiser. It's really a fun and friend raiser because we have, for the last 9, soon to be 10 years, gotten people together at Captain Hiram's to have a great time. A lot of folks come early. They come around to 11:30, 12:30, somewhere like that. They bring their family. They have lunch. They play at the seashore. They go out on the dock. There's a lot of great things to do in anticipation of the Duck Derby.
I know, and they even offer, Captain Hiram's offers the Orange Crush drink. So if you buy that drink while you're there, they give the proceeds of that to TCCH. So they help us in many ways. They provide the venue, they help us with the band, and they provide the Orange Crush. So if you come up, have lunch. After lunch, you could come and play some of the games. Adults can play the games too. Adults can race cars through the pylons.
And the band will be playing. So there's a nice dance area in the sand where you can just again, grab your littlest one or your favorite one, and turn around
and take a picture with the duck, dance with the duck.
That's right. I forgot about that.
That's right.
And the merchandise booth is right up there as well. So if you want to go home with a hat or a blanket with a duck on it, a big demand for new T-shirts this year. We have new T-shirts. Oh, that's true.
And they're really pretty, and people are already saying, when can I get my shirt?
Very unique compared to the last 9 years.
Yes.
So we're very happy to have you all come out. It's not too crowded, and there's shade, there's sun. You can't ask for a better environment. And we have some really spectacular supporters this year as well. You mentioned Dyer Chevrolet.
Yep, St. Lucie Battery and Tire, who have stepped up to the plate this year to be one of our major sponsors. A lot of new ones who have come on board, which we really appreciate. Lulich Attorneys, several others, and I can't mention them all. I've got a list.
Yeah, he's got a very long list.
Yeah, I know.
But we do appreciate all of your efforts to help us be successful in this. This is the only thing we do. We don't do fancy galas, at least not yet. Yeah, I can't say for forever, but so far we've not. We put all of our eggs, so to speak, in this duck basket.
That's right.
If you can help support us in any way, know that you're supporting your friends and neighbors who might not be able to afford health care otherwise. So speaking of which, we do have a sliding fee scale, and Colette is sort of the meister of all of our health navigators who interview people to see what they can do to help them remove the financial barrier to care.
That is correct. So we have a cadre of health navigators, one at each location, who will assist patients with the financial assistance, whether it's within Treasure Coast Community Health or some other financial assistance that's available here in the community. They assess the family size, the household income, and then see what they qualify for. And we make sure that we put them in the appropriate programs that they qualify for. There are some programs that are only available to Indian River County residents versus our sliding scale, which is open to everyone. It doesn't matter where they live. In addition to that, we assist with Medicaid. We assist with food stamps. We do the Healthy Kids applications. So we do a great deal of financial assisting for patients to kind of navigate, that's why they're called health navigators, to navigate this financial assistance.
And it's all a free service. No matter how many times they come to see us,
that is
with
correct.
Different situations,
it doesn't matter.
It's all free.
Yeah, and there are some patients that unfortunately we will see 3-4 times to help them get everything that they qualify for.
So basically, when you're looking at them to come and see you, they need to have a photo ID. Yes. They have to have some documents relative to their earnings. All the documents, I should say.
Well, typically we request a valid ID. It can be a passport. It can be your driver's license. But we won't turn you away if it's not valid. So if it's expired, we'll still accept it as long as we can document that you are the person in the photo. Because I've had a few that I look at and I go, you sure that's you? But I'm sure someone says that about me now looking at my driver's license from a long time ago also. But the reality is we do need a photo ID of some sort.
Okay.
In addition to that, we need 2 proofs of residency for the Indian River County qualifying status.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, the last 4 weeks of income. Now, we have some people who are not working and are being supported by a family member, a friend, then we have a specific form that they can fill out. It's called a letter of support. And that letter will attest to the fact that they are at least receiving some kind of financial assistance from a family member or a friend. Now, we have some people who come to me and say, I've got no one, and they're far and few between, but we do see people who go, I have no one to help me, and I've been living off of my savings, and I pull out, $500 a month, and I make sure my electric's paid, my water's paid, and I get food stamp assistance, and that's how I survive. And those are the hardest ones that I have to deal with, and we have a network of incredibly dedicated staff who, when they come across a person who is missing documentation because of their specific situation, we work with that person to try to get them qualified for the programs that can help them.
That's excellent and so important, because some folks have been fortunate enough perhaps to have gotten onto marketplace insurance for medical, but that doesn't cover their dental needs.
Correct.
And if you've got a toothache, you're just not functioning on all four cylinders.
Absolutely.
So,
and all of my health navigators are also certified application counselors. So we just went right through the testing again, the federal testing.
make sure you haven't forgotten the rules.
To make sure we know the rules.
Okay.
And open enrollment starts November 1st. So if you've got people out there who need attention and to their current plan, or they're receiving a letter from the insurance company saying, okay, next year your rate's going to be this, they need to come see a certified application counselor or a navigator to reapply.
Okay.
Because this year's income could be the difference from last year's income and could put them in a completely different bracket for payment. I know that a couple of years ago, people were freaking out when they got their new premiums and they were going, I can't afford this. I can't afford this. I'm going, well, that's based on last year's income. Come on in. And then after we did the applications with them, they were like, wow, this is great. This is less than I was paying last year. I'm like, yeah. So make sure you
things change.
Yeah, make sure you come in and see a health navigator, a certified application counselor, so that we can assist with that process also.
Now, there are other folks within the private insurance industries that are also sending out mailers to folks. Is that a good route for most people to take?
Well, it depends. If you have a trusted agent that you know and you've been working with every year, I would say yes, go ahead and make sure you continue with that person. But if you're getting a flyer from somebody you have never heard of before and they have access to your information, I'd be a little hesitant on enrolling with that person. I've heard some horror stories of things that have happened over the years where people have been enrolled without their knowledge into the Affordable Care Act.
Ooh.
And then because they haven't paid their premiums, then they get dropped and they have no insurance, and they're going like, what do you mean I have no insurance? I automatically re-enrolled in the same program. Unfortunately, somebody did not do that for you.
So we get no commissions. We make no money off of this.
No.
We are
I wish
obligated.
we did.
I know. But we are obligated to be a neutral party.
Correct.
And just give advice, and then it's up to the individual.
That's right.
To get second or third opinions, to sign up for one of the plans that's been presented.
Absolutely.
So I just want to make that real clear.
Right.
We have no axe to grind. Our job is to remove the barriers to care.
And if people are looking for assistance, they can call my line directly, 772-571-1989, and I'll be more than happy to set them up with appointments. I've already had patients who I've dealt with last year already call me and say, hey, Colette, I want to get back in with you. So that's very important. They can give us a holler and we'll set them up.
Sounds wonderful. And Dennis,
Yes.
I know you talk to us a lot, but you didn't give us the website. So give us the Duck Derby deal. Wrap it up.
It's thegreatduckderby.com, www.thegreatduckderby.com. It will take you to the website where you can adopt a duck online. You don't have to even go out in the street. Just go online, punch in the thing, and adopt your ducks.
And if you're not certain, you can still see the pictures.
Right. And it's up on the video right now, but you can pick a team if you want, and you can support our staff in their quest to be the center that sells the most ducks.
That's right.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you all out in our listening audience has a wonderful evening. Thank you for being with us.